Hey y'all, I just wanted y'all to join me on my self-love talk. So first things first, I love me. I appreciate me. I honor me. I think I'm so beautiful. And I'm looking at myself in this camera as I say these things. This shit trill. This shit trill. Blossom, I love you. I fuck with you. I got you. I won't lie to you, because if I lie to you, then you won't trust me. If I lie to myself, eventually I won't trust myself. I think you are so beautiful. You are so smart. You are so wise. I think even though sometimes you don't make the best decisions, even when you don't make the best decisions, you still do your best to fix it. That's honorable. Blossom, I love the way that you love God. I love the way that you love God. I love the way that even when you feel like, dang, I need to do right by God some more, you still do your best to do right by God some more. Whether that be incorporating God into your videos, whether that be you just driving, you saying, God, thank you. Whether that be, God, I appreciate you for making me the way that I made. Blossom, I appreciate the way that you're able to blossom through things. I see why they call you Blossom. I see why God gave you the name Blossom. I see it now. I see it now because you're activating in it now. I see that in you. Blossom, I admire the way that you're able to articulate your words, especially now in this era of your life, because you used to be so shy, you used to be so timid, you used to be so scared. You used to cry. You used to cry even when somebody would speak to you. You used to cry. And look at you now. You're making a whole YouTube video all the way through. No skips, no stops, no cuts. Blossom, I remember when you were younger, you had such a big personality. And then, you went through a little bit of life, and then I saw that kind of get stripped away. It just got stripped away with certain words, certain hurts, certain pains. And then now you're grown and your personality is coming back. Like, growing up, I was never really that nonchalant. I was never really that super monotoned. I really wasn't, from what I remember growing up. And then life has happened. And then I realized as I got older, I was more of a, okay. Didn't say much because, certain respects, how you're raised, like, oh, you can't say that. Like, stay in a child's place. You can't express this, you can't express that. Now you're expressing. And not only are you expressing, you're showing love. You're showing love to yourself. Love to yourself that you ain't never loved yourself like this before. I appreciate you for that, Blossom. I really do. And I love you for that. I love me for that. I'm speaking to myself, but I'm watching myself as I make this video. I'm able to express love. I'm able to, be intimate with myself, as far as even giving myself a hand rub. I give myself a hand rub and I'll say, I appreciate you. You work so diligently. You work so diligently. You do your best. You do your best. You be blossoming through that shit. I be blossoming, you know what I'm saying? I be blossoming through that shit. I do. And I do. And I do. And I does this. And I do it. And I do. This is how I build a relationship with myself, how I'm talking right now. I didn't even know if I was going to share this. I didn't even know if I was going to share this. But God is telling me, I'm in this era where God is just telling me to share. God's like, share this and watch how I bless you. God, I don't want to share. I don't want to put myself out there like, God, I'm going to look stupid. God be like, What I just tell you to do? Have I ever just had you out here just looking crazy, looking stupid in the name of me? The only people that's going to view you as looking stupid is people that view themselves as looking stupid. People that don't believe in themselves. God said, do this so you can strengthen your belief in yourself. I say to myself, Blossom, I appreciate how careful you are. I appreciate how you care for others. I appreciate how these days you do your best to ask God, like, God, please bless my words before I speak. Because before, I used to be saying some off the wall, some off the wall type stuff, and I meant everything that I said. Anything off the wall that I've most likely ever said, I meant that. But God's like, next time ask me for my words so you can say it in a better way, so it can be received better. Because a lot of times it's not how the fact that you're able to say wow things just because you mean it. You want to say things where it's captivating and people can understand what you're saying, so you're just not talking out your ass. This is how I talk to myself. This is how I bond. This is how I talk to myself. This is how I bond with God. I'm like, Blossom, oh my gosh, Blossom, you really went to college. You almost got kicked out of college. They sent you a letter. They sent you a letter home in the mail. They said you gotta be out. You have to be out of this college by this date. I wrote a letter of appeal. I had like a 1.6. It was horrible. They said you need to be out by this day. I wrote a letter of appeal. I had to go to academic advising. I really blossomed through that shit. I went through academic advising. And I went. They let me stay. I went through academic advising. My grades was getting better. They was getting better to the point where I had like a C average. They said, you don't got to do this no more because you've been doing good. You've been doing good. I said, nah, I want to keep doing academic advising. I want to keep doing this. I kept doing it. Why did I graduate? Amen. Why did I graduate? Why did I graduate? I graduated college. What? It was definitely like a 3.8, 3.9. Graduated college with a 3.9. Shawty, like, I was about to get kicked out of college. I blossomed through that. Man, what? As far as I'm concerned, bro, I'm raw as fuck. I blossomed through that. I'm in college, 21 years old, going to academic advising, damn near embarrassed because people could see you walking into the academic, like, they know what that is. They know, like, oh, her grades is shot. Her grades is shot. She was like, she low-key was about to get kicked out of here. Her grades is shot. Like, that's embarrassing. But, I said, I'm gonna pop my collar to that anyway. I'm like, watch me blossom through that and turn that shit around. And did. I love me for that. I love me for having the heart to not give up on me. I love me to have the ability to sometimes feel embarrassed and still pursue things in life. Me not knowing how it's going to go. And I still did that. I love me for that. I love me for the fact of I create music. I have performed in front of many people. I mean, just doing the most. I'm like jumping up and down, doing all this. I watched that video back like, damn, that's me. That's me. That is me. Jumping up and down, getting the crowd turned, commanding the room. What the fuck? That's me. I'm proud as fuck. I'm proud as fuck of me for that. And God told me to share little nuggets of what I blossomed through. I didn't even talk about how I didn't have both my parents growing up. But you know why? Because it's a level of healing there where sometimes I know that I haven't had both my parents growing up, but I just think it's been so much healing and acceptance there to where, like, it doesn't even feel that bad as it used to when I was a kid. Like, I have a beautiful life. But that's because I chose to see the perspective of me having a beautiful life. And I love my brain for that. I love my heart. I love my soul. I love my spirit for that. God, thank you. God, thank you. I love the fact I be talking, you know, I'll talk to God and I be like, God, I wish I was truly a grimy motherfucker for real. Like, sorry God, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I be like, God, I wish I was grimy. Sometimes I wish I was grimy. Like, sometimes I wish I could do people how they did me. God said, nah. God said, don't even do that. Don't even do that. Don't even rock like that. That didn't even, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't even be like that. And for what? For what? I'm like, man, God, I wish, like, I'm like, God, it's Amy. Like, I know it's Amy. Like, just like, I'm just about to do it. God be like, don't you do that. Don't you do that. I appreciate my obedience. And oh my God, I appreciate my obedience because I be wanting to, you know, and I'm not going to say that your shadow side should not be out at times. I think that it should. Because I think that nobody is perfect all the time. But I appreciate the fact that a lot of times I'm able to hold your polish, hold your clash, but don't let anybody walk all over you. So I'm learning how to, instead of me going off and doing all these things, I'm learning how to articulate things in a better way. I really am. That's how you blossom through things. That's how you pop your collar to shit. Like, I ain't really about to dog you, and if I dog you, it's gonna be such in a way. You know, you get what I'm saying? It's gonna be such in a way where it's just like, what can you say? What can you say? What can you say? Besides maybe get frustrated because you don't have a rebuttal, but what can you say? I just appreciate the love that I have for myself. I appreciate how I've grown to love myself. I appreciate how I've grown to appreciate myself. I appreciate how I've grown to love God. I appreciate how I've grown to adore life. Even when life gets difficult or hard. Even when there are times where I don't necessarily like my life, but I still love my life. You ever met somebody where like, I don't like you for real, but I love you. I don't like you. I don't like your ways. I don't like how you maneuver, but I love you. Sometimes that's how I feel about life. Sometimes that's how I feel about my life. But I still love my life. I'm still grateful for my life, and I wouldn't trade my life for the world. And that's how you have to see your life in that perspective. Because many of us compare. Many of us, like, we compare. Like, I wouldn't just, this blossoming, I can't even talk. I wouldn't trade this shit for nothing. I wouldn't trade the shit that I've gone through for nothing. For nothing. I wouldn't trade that shit. A lot of people can't say that. So do that inner work. Do that work. Love on you. Even if you don't even believe it yet, even if you don't even believe the love that you have for yourself yet, still love on you. It's a process. There's times where I wake up and I'm like, dang, I ain't really rocking with, you know, the shit I got going on right now. I ain't really rocking with that shit. But you know, I love and I respect myself. And I do. And I hope that many of y'all get to a place where y'all can love and respect yourself too. But that's all I want to say, because I'm getting chatty. I'm getting chatty in adoring myself right now. I'm getting chatty in admiring myself right now. I'm getting chatty within that, and that's okay. And that's okay. Because I gotta live with me for the rest of my life. So I want to make sure that I'm good. I want to speak life into myself, because I gotta live with me for the rest of my life. But that's all I want to tell y'all. Keep blossoming. Here's a heart. I might make that the little thumbnail. Here's a heart. All right, thank y'all for watching, and blossom out.